Unity Gaming Group, and today we're going to be looking at the 18.2 Police Simulator Patrol Officers patch. Now, let's be honest right off the bat, it's not going to be anything like just spectacular. It's a couple of bug fixes. Let me see if I can get to it real quick, and we'll take a look at it here. So, all right, let me see. So what do we got here? We got... Hey, Police Simulator fan, to help shorten the wait for our upcoming major update, we're releasing an additional bug fix patch. We're also actively working on further bug fixes and improvements that will be included in the next patches. Stay tuned, we're excited to share more details about update 19.0 very soon. As always, please be aware that rollout may take some time, specifically on consoles. Well, of course. Alright, so let's just take a look at this real quick, and we'll go over that real quick. So here's the change log. Improvements: the lights were adjusted for morning shifts, and they are adjusted. They're much brighter now. It's very nice, actually. Fixed: possessing bag of heroin is unjustified when NPC is carrying it. Fixed: custom ELS pattern don't work with unmarked light bars. That makes sense. Fixed: driver of vehicle is car surfing. Yeah, I've seen them kind of like just, they're on top or they're in the middle of the car. They're not actually in their seat. So yeah, that's a nice fix. Fixed: crash when audio system cannot spawn sound. Fixed: APV modding issue. Fixed: impossible to focus on MPV NPC while inside APV. Goes to non-player vehicle or the NPC itself. All right. Fixed: player gets stuck momentarily in damaged APV door, so they don't do that anymore, which is nice. APV unavailable with season passes fixed. Negative CP when surrendering the thief during the catch the thief event. Nice, finally. Fixed: negative CP when ticketing during parking bus stop. Well, I'm not sure why that was ever a negative CP anyways. Was that like, what was going on with that? Fixed: APV sound are too loud, needs balancing. So apparently they brought the sounds down and they did some balancing. That's cool. APV bull bar attachment further fixed. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Vehicle gets wrong initial rotation when exiting garage. I've had that happen, but only a few times. And that was only one of the garages, come to think of it. It wasn't like it was all of them, but yeah, I can see how that would be an issue. Because then you're like, oh my God, I'm sideways in here. How am I going to get out? That happened to me, I think, twice. Fixed: car gets stuck when exiting Bannock garage. Okay. I'm not sure what the Bannock... Oh, okay. Yeah, I know which one that is. All right, that's probably the one I got stuck in. Fixed: my MS Store is unable to join multiplayer sessions. I'm not sure what that is. I guess if you bought it through the Microsoft Store, that particular client can't join multiplayer. That's weird. ELS not bright enough during morning shift. That's been fixed, which is already set up above. So let's see here. Fixed: missing Blackbird Theater in North Point. Okay, I can see that. However, there's still big issues with actually getting POIs while you're going by. You gotta make it so that if we drive by it, we get it. You know, I mean, if you're on that street and you just happen to find it, you get it. And you need to make it persistent, because every time I come back into the damn game, I'm sitting there with no POIs. I can't play the other one anymore because, the tutorial ones to get up to open patrol, oh my God, they're awful. Fixed: local direction or looking direction tooltip if not localized. Okay. Fixed: DUI and possessing drug localization in traditional Chinese, or for traditional Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and Polish. Fixed: DUI localization for Korean, Spanish, and French. And fixed: liability reason tooltip not localized. Okay. So that's what they've done so far. Now, just to be completely open and honest, if you have Open Patrol opened up, which To be fair, they should make it so you can just go into open patrol immediately. They should just make it so if you go into open patrol, you get all the goodies, and you can just do it. And the reason I say that is because the actual gameplay that you have to go through to unlock open patrol, it is so bad that I was flabbergasted. I got into it today just because I wanted to see what they were talking about. And I mean, the AI and the traffic is messed up. There's way too many violations too close together. Like you'll be sitting there arresting somebody for drugs while somebody else is stealing a car right behind you. And then the next person is jaywalking or littering or whatever, you know. So, I mean, you could literally just turn around and in one little spot on the city or in the city, like one block, and arrest people all day long. It's that bad. The AI is terrible. Pitting doesn't work correct. I pitted a guy on the highway earlier, and oh my God, was it bad. I spun him around, and he gunned it and ended up doing a Dukes of Hazzard over the front of my car, wrecking my car. I mean, not wrecking it, but, you know, smashing it up and causing it to look all terrible. And he was stuck at a 45-degree angle even when I backed out. The physics didn't kick in, and the car didn't drop down to the ground. And then he jumped out and started running down the highway. And the minute he jumped out, I jumped out. And I must have gone probably 12 rows of traffic before I caught him. And then I had to escort him all the way back. I mean, there's a lot of things that really need some polish they're kind of bugging me a little bit now. But, I mean, compared to other games, and let's be honest here, oh my goodness, man. Responding, no way. Not going to happen. I'm actually probably going to do a video on that. There's a guy that streams, I think he streams on Twitch. I was watching some of his stuff, and good Lord, it's really bad. It looks better, I mean, in the ways of how the cars look and how the roads look and the cityscape and all that, but it's terrible. I mean, it's terrible. There's so much left to do, and it's one developer working on it. You know, I question a lot of things on that. While I was looking at it, I was like, Visionary Studios. Okay, so I started looking for them. And oddly enough, I did, I don't know, a good hour search, and I could not find an actual game studio named Visionary Studios. Lots of other places call Visionary Studios, though, so I wonder if he's going to run into a problem there. Or if this is actually a licensed studio. I mean, does it have an LLC, or is it, you know, incorporated or something to register it as a real business? I didn't see much, and that makes me question a lot of things right there. So just getting into it. But anyways, I don't want to ramble too much. This is what we're looking at. I prefer, when I'm going to be out doing the police thing, I like to be out on the highway, and I like to be, I like the highway for certain reasons. I like to do the commercial stuff, like pulling over trucks and, you know, doing the way stations and all that good stuff, right? All right, that looks good. That looks good. Well, turn signals. Brake lights, yep. That's another thing I'm going to keep complaining about, because you can't have the S key as the reverse lights. You can't do it, because that's also reverse. That's the equivalent of going 60 miles an hour and then throwing it in reverse. That's not a brake. The brake should be the space bar, and it should be a gradual, you know, like analog brakes, you know. You get to a point where you hit the space bar and it slows down relatively quick, and then you start off from there. I don't understand why that space bar isn't lighting up the back brake lights. That drives me crazy. Well, we're going to go do a patrol real quick, and then maybe we'll scoot into town. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming today. I'm not even sure if I got my chat up for streams. I probably don't. I know it's streaming on YouTube. Let me see what this is. I think that must be my Twitch. Yeah, that's my Twitch chat. I'll pop that out so I can keep an eye on it. If it'll let me. not going to let me? I'm not too concerned about it, I guess, because I don't get a lot of people talking to me while I'm streaming anyways. But I'll bring it over here and I'll keep it where I can see it at least. And if anybody says anything, then we'll go from there. All right, we don't need the stream information to be displayed over here. I don't know why that's even there. It's kind of ridiculous. So that's multi-chat. What the hell is multi-chat? Multi-chat filter. Oh. Oh. That's kind of nice. I can see it on both YouTube and... Okay. Okay. Sweet. All right. Yeah, I like that. Okay. All right. So anyways, hopefully that works. I have no idea if it's going to work or not. But we're going to go ahead and try it. But anyways, we're going to get out here. We're going to do some highway patrols. Oh, I've already seen somebody without a turn signal. Of course, how would I know if he was even merging lanes from where I was at? I guess it was that one, maybe? I don't know. Let's get out anyways. We'll check them out. Because we pulled him over and the game kind of said, oh, no, never mind. What we're going to do here is we're going to say driver, driving, suspicious behavior.
The reason why I pulled you over is because you seem to be having trouble driving.
No, that can't be. I'm a very good driver.
Yeah, you all say that. All right, so let's just go ahead and we'll run her documents. We can't really do much else with it right now because...
Let me have a look at your ID and insurance card, please.
Sure. Here you go, officer.
Okay, your license is good. She does have a gun permit. It is a pickup. Everything's up to date, it looks like. Yep. Okay. I wonder if I can do driving. Nah, I can't just let her off in the morning and act like, hey, you're okay and I'm gonna let you go this time, but
you can leave now. Have a great day.
I should do this by the book, but I haven't done it so long, I can't remember most of what I used to do. You'd think after all that training I'd remember, but... What I should do is see if I can get a way station thing going. Let's see if we can get a way station call out. That would be cool. I wish we could kind of just trigger one.
We have an emergency call. We have a driver attempting to flee. Who can set up a roadblock?
No, I can't.
I'm not able to set up a roadblock.
I don't have the equipment in my car for it right now because I didn't set up my loadout for the state police. Other than I might have a fire extinguisher, maybe.
We have transmitted the position of a suspect driving recklessly and possibly under the
Heading to
influence
the
of
last
alcohol.
location right
Please
away.
drive there and resolve the situation.
Is that him right there? took off. Damn it. Great, I gotta wreck another car to get him pitted right. Why you gotta run? Felony stop. You stopped the fleeing suspect, but it looks like they won't give up that so easily, so remain at a safe distance. Order the driver to exit the vehicle. Stop. There we go.
Get out of the vehicle slowly. Close the door and keep your hands up.
I'm sure you did. Never fails.
You're under arrest. I will now cuff you.
Please, don't do that.
Uh-huh. Stupid AI. Ugh. Really? I just had to perform a pit maneuver. It's not like I had time, because if I hadn't, you know what I mean? If I hadn't jumped out, they would have got out and ran. I'm not even going to talk to this guy. I'm going to act like that's not there, because I got no time for that. I'm trying to deal with a felony stop. What is this? I've already learned all that. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get her
Let
ID.
me have a look at your license and registration, please.
Here you go, officer.
All right. Israel Woods, 102723. Insurance is fine. It's paid up. It's a 4-door beside me. Why did you run from me? Why did you run from me?
Please cooperate for a search procedure.
Pocket knife, a switchblade. Okay.
Please proceed with me to the police precinct.
I need a way to
Please get in the
radio
car.
in another unit to come take care of the accident if you're going to have them happening behind us like this. Because that's ridiculous. I mean, in ways I can't even begin to describe.
I have a vehicle here that needs towing. I need a wrecker at my current location, please.
Sure. It will be with you shortly.
Not going to lie, though. I thought this was the suspicious driver because it kind of like was right in that area where it told me to turn around. That's why I took off after it. Kind of glad I did, though, because I caught her. Can't believe she ran. How bad's my car? It's not too bad, actually.
You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a
Well,
confident and independent
since it's not the right one, what we'll do here
If you cannot afford the services of a counsel, the government will provide you one.
is I'll go ahead and find a cut through, and we'll circle back around if I can. Shoot, I was hoping that was a cut through right there. Let's see if I can get over. I can. There we go. We'll circle back around, turn off my lights, because we're not really looking for this guy too hard at this point. I need to try to do this on the controller. I have one. I just don't use it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That freaked me out. Some of these on-ramps are a little insane. Whoa, don't do that. Now we'll come over here. Speeding limit is 40 and I'm doing 50 on this entryway. Well, I'm kind of looking for this suspect, so I'm going to speed a little bit. Hopefully they're not in real squirrely turns up here. Alright. Besides, you get on any slower than 60 on our roads, and forget it. I just noticed the LPR is not on. Whoa, what are you doing? And it won't come on either. So hard to tell where this guy could be. I mean, I thought it was her, but maybe not. Like it splits off here. Yeah, I definitely want to try the controller on this because oh my god, keyboard driving is hard. It's not smooth and like it should be, you know. Okay. I'm still looking for him. Not seeing nothing down here though. So unless it's something up here. Oops, wrong button. He's all over the road.
Locating the vehicle is currently not possible. The reason why I stopped you is because I observed your vehicle crossing a straight line.
Nobody can drive perfectly straight.
And if you're not drunk.
I'd like to see your driver's license and car insurance, please.
Yes, officer. There you go.
Okay, Hana Nakano.
Officers, we have a reported highway accident. We need someone available to manage the situation.
Alright, her documentation's good. You smell alcohol. Okay.
Highway accident
Out of your
call,
car
no
and
longer
move to the
available.
sidewalk,
Been
please.
assigned to someone else.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, get out of here. I'm going to shoot you. All right, let's see. Now it won't let me talk to her. Won't let me talk to her. It's not doing nothing. Good God.
Freeze! No, no, no! Please, don't shoot me!
Why? Why? I mean, come on, Astrogon. Wow. Wow. Why did you have to do this to my frickin' highway patrol stuff? It's the only really smooth, game mode there is. But don't mess with that. Don't mess with that. So morning or evening or night, start the shift. We'll start all over again, because why not? No big deal, right? Why? I don't know. I'm just like, jeez. I guess it's just me. I just don't know. I try to be fairly fair on my reviews of these things, but lately it's been really hard to justify half the crap you see. You're like, yeah, I don't even want to admit that I saw it. It's that bad. So yeah. Anyways, I think this is multi-chat. I don't even know if I can type in this. I've never tried. Test. Apparently I can't. Or it won't let me. I don't either one. Oh, I can read it there, and if I need to respond I will, but all right, anyways. Yeah, that was ridiculous. All right, so we're going to try this again. It's Rio, Unity Gaming Group, and we're going to go ahead and get started on a new shift. We're going to disable callouts right away because, oh my God, the AI is so freaking bad. I really wish they had the Dodge Chargers, or, a equivalent of the Dodge Charger. I really love that the Georgia State Police and the Florida State Police have them. All right. So let's go ahead and put soda away. And we'll get started. I also, again, just want to mention this because it's still kind of irritating me. This is not the Brighton Police Department. This is a state patrol post. State troopers would have a state emblem and would have a state police post, whatever they're going to be calling it. It drives me crazy that this is just Brighton Police Department, because that means your local PD is now enforcing state regulation, and that's not how it works. So, yeah, that just kind of drives me nuts a little bit. And maybe it's just a me thing, but which one do we want to do here? I think we're going to do, this is the APV. We did this last time, and it's nice, but I'm more accustomed to like these cruisers right here. This one's already decked out and ready to go. They're not very sturdy, though. You pit somebody, you're going to end up wrecking your crap. Looks good, though. All right, so we'll enable callouts. We're going to wait for a way station post. I'm hoping it'll give us one. I would plug in my controller, but I just don't want to do that. See, the problem is when you plug in a controller, you have two problems. One, Windows likes to just go ahead and say, oh, you have a controller, let me switch everything. And the other is that the game has to figure that out. And this particular game, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Let's disable callouts. Let's pull this guy over. He's commercial. Not the underlights guy. We don't care about him. Not our problem. At least not right now. Plate's up to date, or at least it's this year. Actually, I think it's 23. Yeah, it's 23. So he's good. Tap this. No placards on this guy's truck, though. None at all. No way to tell if he's hauling anything hazardous. So let's go ahead and driver. I need
Please
waypoint
cooperate
station
with a
checkpoint.
routine check.
Sure, officer. How can I cooperate?
First, I want your ID and your
Please
insurance.
show me your ID and vehicle insurance.
Here you go, officer.
What do we got? No gun permit. ID's good. Julio Brower. All right. Insurance is up to date. Good. He does have a car type as a truck, which his insurance should have some indication of commercial. If it's a commercially, like a freight vehicle, it should have a commercial endorsement of some sort on there, or something that says it's owned by the company. It's like a company, truck or freight truck or whatever. But that's besides the point. There should be some specific information on there. We'll give that back. Let's take a look at his log. How long you been driving, buddy? You been up here for more than 8 hours? Have you taken a break? What are you hauling? That kind of thing. So we'd ask him all that. So let me see your ELD,
Please show me the logging device in your vehicle's cargo
the
information.
electronic logging
Sure.
device, if you're
Here you
wondering.
have it.
So we take a look at this. All right. He's got 2 hours and 45 minutes till his next break. That means he's been driving for 5 hours and 15 minutes, somewhere around there. If it's based upon an 8-hour driving schedule and then a mandatory break. His last inspection was on April 30th, 2022. So it hasn't been that long. About what? Looks like 6 months, 7 months, 7 months. All right, so it hasn't been that long. You usually get them either. It depends on your state. Like in our state, it's like I think it was biannual, but you can get them annually as well in some states. All right, advisor 11:15 and 30-second coffee break. A 30-minute coffee break. All right, so it's got to be a 30-minute coffee break. Why the hell would it be 30 seconds? All right, so he's hauling keys, cucumbers, wallets, and bananas. He's got a combined weight of 31,894 pounds. So we're going to give that back. We're just going to run a quick background check in the computer on my little thingy. All right. Yep. Okay. Everything looks good there. So we're going to go ahead. We're not going to dismiss him until we come back here and we search his vehicle, make sure he's not running anything illegal. It'd be funny if an immigrant jumped out of here and ran. I hope we're not close to the border. Oh, look, illegal weapons. All right. So what I do on this particular moment when I'm doing the search is I just count 4, right? And if there's more than 4, then he's carrying something he shouldn't be. So, but in this case, it's illegal weapons, for God's sakes. But it was only 1, so it's probably his.
Please step out of the vehicle and walk to the sidewalk.
All right, you want to tell me about these illegal weapons? I wonder if I can arrest him for that. Yes, I can.
Transporting illegal weapons is against the law. I have to arrest you.
What? No. This is unbelievable.
You should have been carrying it, dumbass. All right, let's see.
I
Search
have
and make
to
sure he
search
doesn't
you.
have anything
Kindly
on him.
cooperate with me.
A yo-yo, wallet, some plastic pocket balls, and car keys. Now we could take him. I like taking him just because it's
Now
more
let's review the
effective,
police
or it
precinct now.
feels more effective. Please don't run us over. You could have gone by. There's at least 2 or 3 feet.
Mind your head.
Now here's the fun part. This is the part that sucks.
I have a car here that needs towing. Please send a tow truck to my current location.
Your location is not currently accessible. We'll take care of it in the next 24 hours.
Now here's the problem. I'm out of my jurisdiction right here. And this is where it's going to be, it gets sticky. This is what the part that really drives me nuts. So I'm an open patrol, right? And I should have all this. But it just told me, not even 20 minutes ago or whatever, how long that was, that I'm out of my jurisdiction. Which makes no sense. I should have complete run of the entire map right now. I shouldn't have any problems with any of this. Unless it's just from post to post, I should be fine. But who knows? I mean, who knows? What's that icon for? What's that? What's the legend say? Where's it at? Is it the player? Legend L. There we go. Well, that's not me. Am I that far up? I must be that far up. Okay.
You have the right to remain silent.
But as you can
The statement
see,
you make may be used for or
he's
against
just
you in
going to
a
leave
court
this
of
truck
law.
here
You have
because
the
there's
right to
nothing we
have
can
a
do with it.
independent counsel, preferably your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of counsel, the government will provide you one. You understand these
We're
lines?
transporting a prisoner. We don't have time to be... we really need mirrors. Working mirrors. It'd be nice if... Well, it would be nice if we could see icons on the map that show the ones that allow patrol vehicles. That way you can repair your car and stuff. But that's just my personal opinion on that. I mean, who am I to say anything? But yeah, we're just gonna bump it up a little bit. There we go. I might have to try plugging in the controller. I've seen some guys on different streams doing that with the controller and doing okay. And maybe it'll be easier. I'm hoping, kind of. Because this is ridiculously... I mean, it's so sensitive. They're going to be calling on me, a suspicious driver, thinking I'm drunk. There's somebody riding their brakes. And everybody's going faster than the speed limit. Granted, this group is only maybe 5 over. It's not too bad. But I've had people blow my doors off and I can't do nothing about it. I had a weird situation earlier today where somebody did that, and then I went to pull him over. I was going to get him on suspicious behavior and then, try to get him for everything else. And while I was doing that, as I approached the vehicle outside on foot, it suddenly said, "This guy's been speeding." It's like, you're supposed to know that while you're after him, not after the fact. It should have flagged that in the system and done it right off the bat. In my opinion. Yeah, I'm not caring about violations right now. I'm trying to transport a prisoner. Ain't got no time for that. The AI is a little janky still. Just a little bit. I mean, on the highway it isn't bad, but boy, oh boy, the city stuff. Really? You're not even doing the speed limit. Smoking car. Come on, get me to a post. I could have called an arrest transport, but why add to that chaos? You know what I mean? There's one of the way stations. That would have been fun. I really wish we could trigger that. That would be nice. And I'd like to be able to turn them on and off. Like if I'm out here and I decide I want to do way station duty, I should be able to go up to the sign or go up to the building, flip a toggle switch inside the building that turns it on, and then commercial traffic needs to come through and be weighed, at least the trucks. Now, I'm not saying that you got to have the taxis and stuff because that's just not realistic, but at least the big trucks. Be nice. Dang it! No turn signal. Alright. Lucky I don't have a prisoner in the back, or I'd sit one next to you. You're lucky to get some weirdo that be trying to do weird stuff to you. You're like, I got abducted by aliens and they did things to me. Yeah, I'll bet this would be better on the controller. I might give that a shot. Maybe next stream I'll do that. I don't typically play with a controller on anything. I mean, I might do it on Madden, and I might do it on Undisputed, and I think that's about it other than WWE. But I don't really play the WWE games because they piss me off. You can be whooping the crap out of somebody, beating the absolute snot out of them, have them ready to be pinned, go to pin them, and they jump up and they do something miraculous and win. It's like it's scripted, you know. It's scripted within the scripted, you know. It's like, oh my God. It reminds me of the days of Hulk Hogan when he used to like get the crap beat out of him. He's laying there half dead, unconscious. Whoa, that was trippy. And then he just goes, starts shaking, and he raises his fist, and he gets up on one knee, then he gets up on the other, and then he just power slams the guy and wins. You're like, what the hell, man? You were near death a minute ago. Yeah, it's crazy. They really need more posts on this stretch of road. Oh, this guy's doing under. We can't pull him over. We're doing 60. This guy's got to be doing at least 55. Oh, now he's doing 60 because we're pacing him. So squirrely. Keyboard driving sucks. So there used to be a big old truck stop right here where like a Buc-ee's or one of them what's it, the Lowe's truck stops or the Flying J's. That'd be fun. You could have trucker brawls and lot lizards and drug issues and all that stuff. That'd be fun. Why are you hitting your brakes like that? You're freaking me out. Alright. Sometimes there's a post right on the other side of these tunnels, so I'm hoping that's the case. They definitely need a more viable way to transport prisoners, because you don't want to call an arrest transport on the highways. It's a way station. Dang it. So which one looks like it's speeding? Because I've seen speeders all day. I don't even want to know what's going on up there. I'm just waiting for it. Someone's going to do something stupid. There's going to be an accident. I'm going to get stuck in the middle of it. This might be one up here. I see a blue sign off in the distance. Nope, it's not blue, it's green. Damn. Alright, we're going to stop for a second here. Map. Hopefully this guy's still in the back of my car. There we are. We're coming up on it. Yeah. I'm just going to mark it, make it a little easier. Something to look forward to other than staring at a bunch of pavement. Here we are. Now the fun begins.
It's time to take you to the police cell. Okay, it's time for you to get in the cell.
All right. Got one in the tank. How's my car doing? Hope I left my turn signal on. It's doing pretty good. All right. All right, before we get started again, let me go ahead and grab something to drink here. Okay. Discord question. I was talking about responding. What do you think the differences are, and what do you think could be improved? That's a loaded question, my friend. That's something there. Let me put it to you this way. If Astragon and Visionary Studios, quote unquote, depending on if that's real or not, were to get together and to work together on that responding game, it's going to blow the doors off of every single police simulator out there. Every one. The graphics are better in a lot of regards. I like how things are flowing right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. The AI is atrocious in responding. I mean, it's really bad. When I say it's bad, I'm not kidding. It's bad. What else? I think Dyson's has a great idea. I mean, the DAS, the DAS computer system that he uses for in the cars is nice. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's actually a first-person view inside the cars so that you can actually look around in your vehicle. I like that. I wish Police Simulator had it. I mean, there's just so many things. I like that you do your report, like you'd park your car and you do your report. You'd print it out in the printer. Of course, the printer's never in the trunk like it is in responding. There's actually a printer right in the main cabin of the vehicle, so you can just print it out, and then you can file the report just like you should. I like that when you arrest somebody, you search them and you take evidence, and you take them to their cell, or you have them transported or whatever it is. In responding, when you take them to your cell, you put them in there, then you go out and in the trunk you pick up the evidence and you take it inside and you put it on a table so it can be booked into evidence, officially. I like that. I mean, all in all, I just wish they would get the AI right and the physics right, because if he's having that much trouble, if Dyson's is having that much trouble right now on just the AI, right? I mean, think about this. He hasn't even started on fire in the medical. He hasn't done those things yet. When you look at people logging and responding, and it asks you to choose a role, you're stuck in law enforcement, and that's not working right. Like, I was watching a stream. Oh my God, I forget his name, or his handle. He's Buzz Lightyear 45 or something like that. That's his real Discord, but it's just insane at traffic stops. I mean, the NPCs aren't acting right. He pulled somebody out of a vehicle and got him on the ground, and he was on his belly, and the dude, while he was handcuffed, decided he was just going to belly scooch, sliding all over the place on the road, clipped through half a building. I mean, it was just odd. Just odd. And the physics are way too high. I mean, I can see a 60-mile-an-hour collision and then rolling the car about 3 or 4 times and then coming to a rest somewhere. But not catching so much air that you're like Michael Jordan here and you're just trying to go over the rim. There's just a lot of very emphasized issues with that. And I think there's a lot of micro adjustments that he needs to do to things like physics. AI is going to be a huge trouble for him. It already is, you can tell. But I think that's really what it boils down to. But I think the potential for responding to really be the market go-to, it's very possible. Because at the end of the day, that's really what it boils down to, right? It boils down to what do the gamers want? Gamers don't want a multiplayer that's only got 2 players. You can only co-op in Police Simulator. You can only do 2 people. Devs have already said they have no intentions of doing dedicated servers. Now, that could change. It probably will change, to be honest. Why are you standing in the smoke? And if you are going to stand in front of your car, why don't you have the hood up? In some states, if you get broke down and you're on the highway like this, you have to put your hood up. It's like a signal to let everybody know that you broke down. Are the emergency flashers on? No. Does she have any of the emergency cones out? No. So we'll come over here. We'll say, hey, what's going on?
What's wrong with your vehicle?
I don't know why we asked
Tell me
this.
about it.
My car decided to play dead, and it's quite good at that.
I don't really need any of this because she's not acting weird or anything.
Everything's fine. You're good to go. Bye.
I don't like that either. Conditional conversations, right? So, all right. So let's just do this the way I would do it if I was just somebody stranded on the side of the road and I see their car is smoking. I were like, "Hello, I'm Trooper blah 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 with the blah 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 state police, and I see that you broke down. Do you need any assistance?" That's the first thing I would ask. And then I'd say, "Well, what's going on?" And they'd say, "Well, I don't really know. I mean, my car's just broke down and I need a tow." Which in some instances in this conversation it does that. Usually it does that. But in this case, it was a total different answer than I was expecting. But in any case, I'd have been like, I should have another option right here now, like right above DUI or right between these two, that says, "Would you like me to request a tow truck?" And then if they say yes, then we get it towed. Or if they say no, I've got somebody coming, and I'd say, all right. But, that should be how it works. It's a courtesy stop, right? This isn't a criminal stop. This isn't a traffic stop. This is you're broke down. How can I help you? Are you okay? I mean, is anybody injured? Do you have, anything that you need to let me know of? You need to inquire and investigate what's going on so that you know how best to help them. And that's just not there. And so instead of, here's the other problem. All right, so I do all that. I get the information. I offer the tow. And now it's going to make me release the person because I was talking to them like they were under investigation. And they're not really under investigation. So it's weird because in order for them to get in the tow truck when I call it,
Everything's fine.
I have to do this,
Bye.
right? So I'm like, yeah, well, tough luck. Sucks to be you. I'm out of here. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. That's not a proper response. All right, so what you want to do is you want to call a tow truck
I
for
have a vehicle
them.
here that needs towing. I need a wrecker at my current location, please.
Sure, it'll be with you shortly.
Let's get away from it so it doesn't take my head off because this thing's kind of crazy. Now let's see if she gets in now she gets into the tow truck. If you don't release her, they do not get in the tow truck and go away. And they'll stand there indefinitely. It's another thing that drives me nuts is that we should be able to not necessarily criminally escort anybody anywhere, but we should be able to guide the pedestrian or the civilian to the side of the road, out of traffic, out of the way of everything, so that we don't have to worry about things like, a commercial truck coming by and clipping us or smashing into the already broken down car. We need a way to move the characters out of the road. All right, we're going to do a commercial stop this time. We're going after this truck. I'm not interested in the turn signal. I'm doing commercial enforcement right now. Please get on the side of the road. First thing we do is we look at the plate. It's a 23. It's a truck, 6HB 611. So we got the right one. No gun permit, no open warrants, insurance fraud. So that right there is something we need to keep in mind when we're investigating. Walk up, touch the trailer right here. Bloop. Very carefully skirt along the shoulder. No placards, no way of telling what they're hauling. But we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt, even though we've caught her in insurance fraud. Well, I mean, they have already. So let's go ahead and do a way station
Please
checkpoint,
cooperate with a routine check.
because
Of course,
state
officer.
troopers can
What do
do
you need
mobile way
first?
station checkpoints on the road. We're going to go ahead and ask for identification. Let's
Show
see
me
her
your
ID and
proof of
insurance.
if available, please.
Here you go, officer.
Now, I guess in this game, they don't have to have their insurance on them, but you still, if you look them up in the computer and they don't have it, they're going to get a ticket. All right, so her ID is expired, a commercial driver's license, expired, and she's driving that truck. So that's one thing. All right, that's good until, yeah, it's good until 6/11 of 23. We're good there. We'll give that back. You're driving on an expired license, lady. Let's see your log. I want to
I
see
need
what you've
to
been
see
doing,
and
what you're
verify your
transporting.
logging device. Please hand it over.
Of course, officer. Here you go.
Normally, I'd pull out some portable scales and I'd even weigh it again, because what it says on the log and what it really is are two different things. All right, so she's got a break in 2 hours and 13 minutes, so she's been on the road for at least a little under 6 hours. 5 hours and 47 minutes it looks like. She hasn't had a break, so no time for coffee and rest. And I believe it's an hour, not a half hour, before you can get back on the road in most states. But it did show a half hour on the last commercial stop that we did. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. She should have car keys, lighters, smartphones, and city guides. Let's see, permits, none. Okay. It's not reported stolen. Insurance is valid, registration valid. All right, so that looks pretty good. Let's take a look at what it says on her log. That's what it says on her log. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just take a look here. Make sure you're not harboring fugitives or, smuggling people across the border or whatever. There should be 4 things in here. If I see 5, she's yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's legit. Cool. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and let her go. I'm gonna give her a warning about her expired license and have her take care of it, but I'm not gonna fine her for it. Oh, wrong menu. All right, driver, expired ID.
I'm not
All
going
right,
to give you a
ma'am.
ticket.
Just so you know,
I'll
your
leave you with
license
a
has been
verbal
expired.
warning this time.
It was due
Thanks
up
a
in
lot, officer.
March. It's now. Yes, it's now November, so you might want to get that taken care of. You
It's
have a good
fine.
day. Drive
Have a
safe.
nice day.
Make sure to take your breaks. Yeah. So that wasn't so bad. But I like to pull over the trucks. Now, way stations are a lot of fun too. At least I think they are. I mean, not everybody enjoys the way stations, but I do. I do. Matter of fact, I've got one up there. Maybe we'll go up there and we'll see if we can catch a call out to a way station. Actually, let's do this. We'll just deny them until we get one that goes to the way station.
Support required. Any officers available?
I'm busy with other issues at the moment.
Matter of fact, you know what they could do, now that I'm thinking about it? They could have like preferences as to what you want to do while you're on your patrol. Just to, like, right before you go on it, have what would you like to be handling as a law enforcement? Do you want to be traffic? Do you want to be commercial enforcement?
An officer to take care of transporting an arrestee.
No.
Sorry, not right now.
Things like that. Do you want to be a detective? And just do it, and those are the calls you're going to get. That would be interesting. I'd enjoy that. I think that would be a much better idea than the way we're doing it now.
Attention officers, we have a reported highway accident.
No, there's always highway accidents.
Call out
The
dispatcher.
situation.
Where's this going to again? Let's see how far it is. And do I have to turn around at all? I do have to eventually turn around, so let's go down to the way station while we're waiting.
The person was spotted with an open
Sorry, I
warrant.
did not
The
look
person
at
is
the
driving the described vehicle. Is there a unit available?
I mean, technically, yes, but no. This guy's speeding.
We have a situation that needs to be taken care of. Is anyone available?
I'm not available at the moment.
We have a situation that needs to be taken care of. Is
I'm
anyone
taking care of
available?
something else right
Oh, crap. Almost missed it. Shit. Damn it. And then my car's all crunched up. Wait, that wasn't it anyways. That wasn't it anyways. That's the wrong one.
People are complaining about objects on the road. Is there anyone ready to respond?
I'm taking care of another issue at the
Yeah,
moment.
part of my car is probably on the road. That's all right. I really wish we had an invulnerability that worked. Instead of smashing my damn car up. Keyboard driving, though. You expect to have a smashed up car half the time you're out here. Or a code that we can fix it, like auto fix.
We have an emergency. Who's available?
Nope.
Deep in this case right now.
We've got a highway accident that
I
requires
cannot
Nope.
immediate
respond to the
attention.
highway
Is
accident
there an
call out
officer
at this
available
time.
for this call?
I really want to show you guys the way station, so... Oh, man, there it is. It's a big one, too.
We have received reports of debris on the
I
road.
feel
Nope.
Is there an officer available to remove it?
I find it ironic that it's asking the state police to remove the debris off the road. That's... As far as I know, the state police don't do that.
I cannot respond to the
Is there
highway
an officer
accident call
available
out
for
at
The
this call?
towing and the wrecker crews that come in, they take care of all that. Not us. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never been a state police officer, so I could be wrong.
We need a unit to go to the
Locate
coordinates of a
vehicle.
reported stolen
Not
vehicle.
possible.
What are the chances you can repair at these parking
Appears
spots?
there's a position of a suspect driving recklessly and possibly under the influence of alcohol.
Locating the vehicle
Please
is
drive there
currently
and
not
resolve the
possible.
situation.
It would be nice if you could just pull in here. And what is with this parking spot right here? Really? I mean, come on.
We require help in clearing street debris. Is there an officer
Sorry,
available?
I'm busy with something else.
I mean, logistically, I mean, really, guys, come on. I mean, seriously? If you're going to have this, you need to chop all this off, move the sign back towards that, and give us enough space to be able to pull in and pull out smoothly. Just saying.
A sighting of a stolen vehicle was reported. Can a unit
Sorry,
follow
I
up on
cannot
this?
look for the vehicle.
And what's this all about? I don't understand this either. Why is there always one person standing out here at the state trooper way station post?
A roadblock has been requested. Who's available?
I am sorry, but I currently cannot follow the request to create a roadblock.
Too bad I can't sit down right here.
We have an open wait station that needs to be manned.
I can take that. Heading to the way station right away.
Well, I think we're at the way station. Yep, here they come. All right, so way station time.
Vehicle has been stolen.
This is what I've been waiting
Anyone
on.
follow up on it?
I cannot locate the vehicle right now.
Turn off callouts. See, normally I would say the way station should have a scale right here. They stop, they go through the rolling scale. You know, they stop, do the tandems, and then you come out, you check their documentation right here from a door that would be on this side. This wall would not be here because this wall impedes the vision of seeing what trucks have gone through and missed the way station. And then you'd have a chase car positioned over here in front, and you'd have these parking spots off in the back so that if you had to do full inspections on the vehicle, like you had to actually have like canine units and things come in, or, you know, any of that stuff, or even just do like your daily inspections or annual inspections. I mean, it should be in a whole different layout, and it's just not. Why does this vehicle look like it's speeding if it's parked? Seriously? Come on. I can't ticket him for speeding if he wasn't. Wow. You gotta be joking. All right, let's just do it the way we would normally do it. Way station checkpoint.
Please cooperate with a routine check.
Of course, officer. What do you need first?
I mean, seriously, bro.
I need to see your ID and proof of insurance, please.
You've been speeding
Sure, officer.
while you're sitting here. God. All right, no gun permit. Arnolfo Zogby. Let's see what you got here. He's good there. Ooh. His insurance. Expired insurance. That's going to be a ticket for sure. Let's look at your log.
I need to see and verify your logging device. Please hand it over.
Of course, officer. Here you go.
All right. Time till next break, 2 hours and 37 minutes. And it's a 30-minute break, and then he can get back on the road. He's been on the road for, it looks like, 11 hours and 23 minutes. So he can drive another 13 hours and, well, actually 14 hours. He can drive 14 hours, and he gets a 30-minute break. That's unrealistic. No, it's 8 hours, and it's an hour or a 30-minute break, one of the which, depending on the state you're in. But, yeah, that's a little odd. He's got earphones, car keys, chocolate, and glasses at 29,155 pounds. All right, 29,155. So let's see what a scale says. That's funny because it says 59,854 unless there's one on this side. I don't think there is. Nope. So his logbook is wrong because he's got about an extra 20,000 in there, which means we're going to find contraband. One, two, three, four. So how does he have, or he just might have overloaded crates or something. Maybe the pallets are stacked higher than normal. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to assume that that's what's going on. Commercial driver. You're overweight by a lot.
I am issuing you a ticket because your truck is exceeding the legal maximum weight.
We're also going to get you for expired ID.
I have to fine you for carrying an expired ID. It will cost you between $75 and $100.
Oh, no. Not that.
Now, of course you don't care because the company will probably cover it.
You can leave now. Have a great day.
You know, I'm not sure what the deal is with the driving ban. I mean, if they're over their hours, I could see it, but I don't know how that works. I've never been banned from driving as a truck driver, so who knows?
I kindly ask you to cooperate with the routine check.
Hello, officer. But of course.
Driver's license and insurance card, please.
Yeah, sure, officer.
All right, Carl Nazari, no gun permit. License is good. It is a commercial driver's license. 10/6/21. So his insurance is way expired. Okay, we'll give that back. Dilated pupils. Oh, no. No. All right. Before we do anything else, let me see your logbook.
Logging device and the vehicle's cargo information, please.
Here, officer. Take a look.
All right. Next break, 5 hours and 35 minutes. He's been on the road for 2 hours and 25 minutes with no break. Okay. Iodine. So, matter of fact, it's radioactive? Is iodine radioactive? I don't think it is. I don't know. But there's 4 of them here. Does he have any warrants? He has no insurance. Let's give this back. I don't see anything there to indicate that he's got any warrants out for him. Let's take a look here. Illegal transportation. Your search revealed not allowed to be transported. This warrants arrest. Identify them. Select the correct reason inside transporting for illegal goods. Counterfeit articles? Okay.
Slowly step out of the car and move to the sidewalk, please.
So you're going to stand in the road. Okay.
Please cooperate and do not resist. You're under arrest for transporting counterfeit goods.
Please don't do that.
Please cooperate for a search procedure.
Undeclared does not match the declared cargo. Okay. He's already under arrest. What's the point of giving him a ticket on top of it? He's already screwed. I mean, in my opinion.
I need some backup here to take a suspect into custody.
Understood. We're sending the closest transport to your location.
I don't like to turn my right side towards them because that's the side my firearm's on.
I'm here to take the
There
suspect
we
into
go.
custody. Please cooperate and come with me to the patrol car. At your service, officer.
It's way overweight too.
I have a car here that needs towing. Please send a tow truck to my current location.
All tow trucks are on call at the moment. We'll send one to your location as soon as possible.
All right, so this is probably going to have to disappear on its own. Go to the next one. Expired license plate. That's never a good sign. 58,212.
I need to verify your data and documents. Please cooperate.
I'm already late. Please keep it short.
License and registration, please.
Yes, officer. There you go.
All right, NUZ. All right, that all checks out pretty good. You can give that back. Can't be found in the system. That means it's a fake license, most likely. Let me see that again.
Please show me your license and vehicle registration.
Yes, officer. There you go.
Interesting.
Can I see your logging device, please? I need to verify the data.
Here, officer. Take a look.
All right, Menace Global. Time to next break, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Been driving for 10. Yeah, so it's 14 hours with a 30-minute break. He's got to be tired. All right, napkins, pocket watches, needles, and damp raisins. Cargo weight 29,543. He is way overweight. Way overweight. It's weird. I can't find him in the system when I look at him in the regular one, but when I look at it through the background check, he comes across as being just fine.
A different unit has now been assigned for wait station duty.
What the hell? Why? I was having fun, damn it. I could have stayed here all day. Well, doesn't that suck? The suspect is fleeing. What? Oh, the truck is taken off. It's not my problem anymore anyways. I'm not assigned here. And my car is crap. Matter of fact, I'm taking my car back to the post. I think we're going to end it after that. Because, yeah. I'm really disappointed. I was having fun. But it is what it is. This is why it's a two-man chase car team would be perfect. There's actually usually a lot of troopers sitting here. There's like 2 or 3. One monitoring, one doing the chase, you know, that kind of thing. Wow, this thing is janky as hell on the steering. Yeah, get out of the way. I'm trying to get back to a post. We're just going to kind of blow by everybody if we can. Maybe cause a little chaos along the way. Oh, and there it is. Yeah! Nice. That's great. Finally, the AI is acting like it should. That's how it normally drives anyways. I don't know what you're talking about. My car is perfect. Nothing wrong with this car. Alright, let's go hide the problems here. No, man. Took it to the chop shop, got it fixed up perfect. No problems. All right, that being said, I think we're done for now. I'd like to do a video of kind of like a duet of Buzz Lightyear's video of responding versus the playthrough of this one, and kind of put them two side by side with one another and just kind of compare. And then, yeah, you guys can be the judge of that. But, yeah, that was great. Anyways, this is Rio. I'm with Unity Gaming Group. We have an Ark Survival Ascended cluster. We offer PvE, QL mods, boosted rates, all the current maps, daily backups and restarts, no monetization ever, which means we're never going to ask you for a dime. We host this on our own, out of our own wallets, with our own machines, our own link. Everything is us, privately owned. We focus on making the Ark experience available for people from all walks of life, especially those with busy family lives and work and career and all that. So the decay timers are longer. It's easier to gather. It's easier to tame. It's actually a nice cluster. I will admit, I kind of have a shortfall with checking on the cluster every day. I try to, but sometimes I forget. So if it's ever down, you can always hit Discord. Thank you, baby. Oh, that looks great. My wifey loves me. She brought me food. But anyways, I do try to keep up with it. And if it's down, just put in a Discord ticket. I'll see the ticket. I'll make sure I go in there. I'll check to see if the server's up. If it's not up, I'll bring it up. Or I'll see what's going on if it crashed, and I will try to fix the problem so that we can get it back up and running. It's a one-man operation when it comes to running these servers. The GMs that we do have are all busy people. My wife is one of them. If anybody's available and they can help you with anything in-game, they will. If not, the QO mods pretty much take care of that. When I say QOL mods, I mean quality of life. If you die and you need to get your stuff back, but you can't because you're in a bad place, all you got to do is go to your Omega teleporter that you've put down prior to leaving your base, or the gravestone prior to leaving the base, and then recover your corpse. You can also teleport animals, like if you fall off of an RG while you're flying over Ragnarok, or you take a dip in the volcano on accident or something. You can always teleport that RG back to your base as well. So there's really no excuse. The only issue that we usually have here is people getting stuck because Wildcard's map making isn't the greatest. And you can find holes in the mesh. You can get stuck in those holes. I always recommend taking some Opoly with you, or make sure you've got the Omega Teleport remote on you. And the reason is because if you get in a jam and you can't do it, you can always use the remote to teleport back to base and not have to suffer dying and then recovering and all that stuff. But we also host Conan Exiles, Pal World, and The Front. We are planning at some point, depending on what releases first, that has a dedicated server package for police simulation. Right now, the promise is in the hands of Dyson's, who has said that he's going to have a dedicated server package for responding. Now, when we're going to see that, let's be honest, folks. Once you see the videos, you're probably looking at another 2 or 3 years. I don't think we're going to see that anytime in the next 2 or 3 years. I mean, I really don't. Not with a one-man dev team. There's no way they're going to get to that point and that polish that quickly. It's going to take at least a minimum 2 years. Because, and that's with, that's assuming they're going to put in the fire in the medical as well. So if there's fire and EMS in there, you're looking at probably 2 years before you see all of that go into play. And like I said in a review of it, I said the same thing I'll say right here real quick, and that is that you got one guy who has to think about every situation, come up with core situations that he can put in to start with as a foundation for the rest of the game for each of the departments. And then he's got to start thinking outside of the box and the things that don't happen as often but happen a lot. You might not get a shoplifting call every day, or you might. or you might not get an arson call every day, or you might not get a homicide every day. You know, and those are things that still need to be in the game, because you're going to have detectives, and you're going to have, you know, fire departments, you're going to have fire investigation teams, you're going to have response teams, you're going to have rescue. I mean, there is so much encompassed in that, and I just don't think he can pack all that neatly into a package, keep the multiplayer and the replication under control, along with the AI, and release within 2 years. He's going to have to optimize the holy crap out of the engine itself. So, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. But, you know, for what it is, I mean, I like the premise. I like what they're trying to do. I like the plans. I like talking to Dysons, and I like talking to Dan, the two of the people from Visionary Studios. I do. I mean, I really do. But I have my doubts. I really do. I think that's a lot of work for for a single dev to be working on. It's a lot of work, period. This is like stuff that you would see a fairly established, AA, studio, they would be working on it, an A-class studio, not an indie studio. And that's what they are. They're indie. And I just have some real sincere, I guess, concerns. Yeah. But anyways, I want to let you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to eat my dinner and then maybe go sit down next to the wife and watch some TV for a while. So have a good day, and thanks for watching.